Did you know that you can fix nitrogen levels in your soil just by planting certain stuff in the ground? You can always reverse last year's crops to help out, give your plants another boost. So in the early season in the spring, you can take, you don't even need a trellis. You could do like bush beans, anything in the legumes family, any kind of peas or beans, lentils, anything like that. Them plants, once grown in that spot, somehow, I don't know the science behind it, I just know that it works. They collect nitrogen from the air and then they store it down in their roots, and they get like these white nodules on the root balls, and it stores up the nitrogen and releases it into the soil for the next plant. And so at the end of the season of the peas or the beans, you can cut it off at the base right where the soil level is, cut it off, leave the roots right in the ground, and let it feed your next plant. So behind my shed, I'm in my shed right now because it's super sunny. It's hard to do the video while staring into the sun. So right behind my shed here, I had a blackberry bush that I tore out and I gave to a friend. So now, right now I'm going to get in there. I'm going to pull back the mulch. I'm going to recompost. And then I have a couple of, they're actually old wire shelves that were given to me, and I use them as trellises every once in a while, just like an extra one. I used it last year for pickles because they were just going crazy and I wanted more. Who doesn't want more pickles? And I set it up against the side and let it kind of trellis off into another A-frame. So I have two of those. I'm going to A-frame them up against the back of my shelf, and I'm going to plant snap peas. Even though I have a ton of snap peas already not going, but they're getting ready to start here in my other garden, I also do it back here just to kind of give my soil a good nitrogen boost. And I plan to grow cantaloupes back here when the hot heat hits. I've got those started indoors right now. And when that hot heat hits, they're gonna love this spot back here. It's super sunny. It's gonna have that extra nitrogen in the soil. Perfect. All right, let me take you out there. Let me show you what I'm working with, and let's get this started. All right, this is my spot that I'm working with. And like I said, I had the blackberry bush there for a couple of years, so I just kind of want to give my soil a boost. I'm going to throw in a bunch of compost and then do my nitrogen fixing snap peas, which are also lovely to eat. And here are the two wire shelves that I have. Again, I'm just going to lean them up kind of like an A-frame against the back of the shed. Both of them will fit side by side. And then we'll plant the peas down at the base right here. And we might even put something else like radishes or lettuce or something else in front of that just to kind of incorporate the space. I'm not sure if there'll be enough room behind it. Let me set you up and you guys can watch what I'm doing. All right, let's get this mulch raked back. Till it up a little bit. I'm going to add my compost, get that mixed in. Okay, so now I'm going to take what wood chips I have, backfill it towards the back where it's going to be like underneath the trellis and I'm not going to use as much, and keep the space up in front more bald without wood chips right now until I get my seeds in, and I can use some of this mulch that I have around here, or I'm about to uncover my strawberries, so I could probably use some of my straw, or I have extra straw in the shed because I always have to have some extra straw. All right. I moved the trellises down more at an angle, and I'm actually going to plant my peas in the little slots. So I'm going to take my rake and I'm going to rake some of this out so I can use it to backfill on top a little bit there in the front. And then I will plant some seeds and show you guys what I'm doing. All right, I went through and I pre-made some holes going about 6 inches apart. What I'm gonna do is just drop a few of these in each hole. Sorry if I'm not getting a shot. I'm trying to pay attention at the same time. Just so that way we know we got at least one that comes up. All right, I'm gonna cover them up with dirt and then mulch. I'm gonna water them in. All right, make sure it's nice and soaked in. You want them seeds to be wet. You're gonna wanna come back and spray, moisten them up at least once to twice a day, depending on the weather. Do not let them dry out. Everybody have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See y'all later.